This is a 10 by 10 example solve. So, for 10 by 10, I like to do inspection and find the easiest bar that I can do. I'm not very good at 10 by 10, but I feel like I'm decent. I'm good enough to do an example solve. So for first bar, I see, okay, so I see this piece. Yeah, see this piece. It can go here, and then these bars. I could do this, an F, this, and then move it in for that part. And move this down, move this, and then put this down. And here we have one bar. Now, I like this bar. I like this bar. And I would just right away put this piece down here, look behind me, and take this piece, move it down, take this piece, and also move it, oh, it doesn't go here, just move it down here. Oh, and then we have this one, which we can move it here and then put it in. I would move this bar down now, it looks complete enough. And I see these two pieces right here, and move them down. Just do this. Here's another piece which I can move down, and go over here. Here we have this one. I can just put this here, take this one, move it, and do that. Now, I would do this bar, probably. Oh, this one is better, but I won't be able to touch it, so I can just do it next. Just take, I messed up a little. Okay, so take this down, take these, like that. So I just move this one up, and then turn this one across, and move it down. Do an F2, like that. And then behind me we have these pieces. And I can put it in so that the other bar came out, and I can start working on this one. So here, do this, move it down in there, then move this one down in, move this up. There we go. I accidentally put the bar in the wrong center. Now here, these two are easy. Then just move this one down. And we have this. And over here. And then I see this one. I don't know if this is the best method for it, but I just do this. Now it's solved. I almost have one center solved. So here, put that in. Put these two in. Put these two in. At the back. Now, for last bar, I would move that across. Move this down so I had both. Then I got pretty lucky here. But then I can just move them up. Now on here there's a piece here. And then there's this piece, which I can just move across. And I saw that one back here. Now for the second center. I learned this from app, but I don't use it, but I should. It's just hard for me to use. I could look over here and see which bar has no pieces in it, basically. And I see this bar. It has a piece in it, but it's one of these, and I see this bar, which has both of those pieces. So I could just do this bar, and I wouldn't have to look over there for pieces, because I know all the pieces are in this layer. So I could just do that, and then move it in. I don't want to take that one because I want to solve this bar. Move that down, move this, move this. Oh, there's the last one. And put it in. Take a bar up. I want to do this one. There we go. Now move it in. In a solve, I would probably take this bar out. Like that. And last piece here. I specifically tried having this piece come out. Move that up. Move this piece over. Move it up. Move this over. Move these up. And take one of these. That. And then we have this corner, X center. An X center here. And move it in. I would probably take this out like that, and then over here just move them in. Oh, I missed an edge, center piece. Then of course just do that. Move this piece over so it didn't come over here. I would move it over so that it would stay here, out here. And now I have a really good situation where there's no pieces in these bars, and they're all in these centers. So it's very easy to solve the rest. So move that down. And these two are very easy to solve, like this. And move this up, over like one, and then I can easily take this out. And then put the bar in. That's easy. Move this down. Move these down. And then take these down, like that. There was just a piece down here, so. Second center done. Wow, that took a while. And now, for third center. Third center is I really like third center. So, here I would take these, move them down like that. And then I want to solve these, and then I can move them back up over in here. I see these two, which I could just do that to move them over. Then I see these pieces, which I can move down. Now I see this center, which is pretty much almost complete. Here, I would probably just do that to move that in. Move these pieces over, that, and just put it in. Then I see these pieces, and I can just do that. And also put it in. Now we have these pieces, but before we put them in there, I would pair them up with these, like that, and then put them down in there. We have these, so, and they would go perfectly over here. Move it down. And we have these pieces on top that we can just take this, put this one down from up here, and then we have two pieces right over there, which I can just move up and do that. Now we have 4 bars left. Move this one up. Then I see this bar, which, but first move this one up and then do that. I would take this piece out, but first I want to fix this, because then I would break it if I took it out. And there's a lot of the time I might forget that there's more sides for some reason. So I would not forget that there's more than 1 or 2 sides when you're doing the last 4 centers. So yeah. Now this is an easy bar. We have this on top, which I can move down here. Move this one down. Do a U2. Move this up. Do that. Then move this bar down. Back right in. Here, I'm gonna solve these bars. So take that. Do a U2, so I could have these two. I can go straight in. Do another U, and then move this one down and back in. Here we have a standalone piece, which I would just move all the way up here and do that. Take that and put them all together, and now we have 1 bar left. Take this, move it over. That'll make it easier here. So move this one over. Then move this one up. I would probably not see that in a solve, but since I'm slow turning, basically, I can notice a lot more and be more efficient. Now, I just found an easy way to solve these two. Move this over, move these back in, and move it back. And now I could just pair them up and then move them in. Now, I noticed this bar is easy to solve. There's also this bar, but I can just move it over. It's at the back, it's right correct to the color scheme, and I can solve this bar. So, right here. And now move it in. Here I have, I can do this bar. It's very nice to do. And then move these two pieces in. And move this piece up. I would swap this bar out, so I could solve it here. So, move it up, piece at the front, move it over. Turns out there is two pieces, so I can move them up. Take it up, and now I solved this other bar. Here I can have this one, move it up. Oops, I accidentally turned 2 layers, so I would just do that. And then solve. Now I'm probably just gonna fix these blue centers like that a little bit. Now see this? See these? And this piece, I can move them up. And I could also then take this bar out and use one of the pieces. It would be so much more efficient if I actually done this. Took the 2 and then moved them up, like to make it. Then I could just move it down with the bar right away. And that would save a little bit of time. Here, I can move them up, move these 2 layers up, like that. And that would solve this. It would replace these and take this out, which I could use right over here, this area. Then you two, I saw that piece over here, and that was the only of that piece, only one left, so I could just move it up and solve it in here. I would also solve that, fix the bar here, and it starts with that bar. So that, it would be more efficient if I would replace it with it. Then I could do that. Then I could do that and replace it back. And here, since I saw that piece over here, move it all the way up and do the standard way to replace it. Do that. We have a new bar. I like working with my pieces over here, so I can insert it like this. Oh, I didn't think about that. Let me just fix that like this. Didn't notice that. Last bar, move these down, move it over, move them up, move these up, move them back, do that, and so both layers at the same time, and I can easily just insert it back in. The color scheme is, I'm doing it incorrectly. I want to fix it once I finish centers. So here we have one bar almost solved. except one piece, which I can insert like that. Turn around the cube, because I like having my orange at the bottom. And if I had the orange at the bottom here, then that would be incorrect color scheme. Now here, I can insert these two pieces that I see here. Do an F, and then move them back. Now an extra bar is accidentally solved. Not accidentally, but an extra bar is solved, which is what we need. Then here, I could replace it. That, then move it in. Also, another quick thing, always do the bars like this, so just solve half of it, and then do this bar. Or like, do half of it, okay? Don't, like, okay, so these two bars, I'll just do two, like that. So let's say one here and one here. That will make it a lot harder for you. So just don't do that. Now, getting back to the example solve, I would move it up. Even though there's a pretty nice part, I can't find a way to preserve it. So I probably would just do that. Actually, no. I would do that. Then move this up. Because now I can put these edges in. And mainly is that I almost preserved the entire bar. If not the entire thing. Which is really nice. So I could pretty quickly just move some of the pieces in. That. Move this piece up, over, and then we have this piece left, which I can just put it in like that. Then I want to move it in, and I have solved a little bit of this one. I guess I'll just do this one now. I would now... Wait, okay, I found an easier one. This bar can be solved like that. Almost solved. Now, I would put this bar, so try solve this bar as much as I can. So, move it in, move that in. Oh, what am I doing? This is the same bar. I should not be doing that one. I would be doing the last one. So here, I could insert, I see this piece. If I put that, that's actually the start of a commutator. So I can also move this up, and move it back down, like that, and I solved an extra piece. I think it's this one. Probably this one, yeah. So now I would then do a commutator here, do another commutator. Now I want to just solve this one. So you know how to do commutators? I can solve these two at the same time. They're even perfectly placed. So do another commutator. And then these last two, which I would just do commutators. App has a better way of doing them, but I don't know that better way, and it's pretty complicated in my opinion. Now I need to fix the centers. They're just, I want to flip these two, so just do that. Now they're flipped. Now it's time to do edges. So right away, I see this one. I was gonna do red, white, but I noticed this. And this seemed a lot nicer. Here, I see a white blue. Move it over. And then we have these, which I can move this over, connect it. Here we have an edge. I could replace it, and so that it was correctly. So don't replace it, let's say, somehow like this or something, then it won't go in. Replace it, so it always could go in there. So now I replaced it, and now I just put it in, so it could go in. And now I have an edge. I could move it into the bottom. Now, I think I would want to do red, yellow. So, could easily move that in. Take this red, yellow from the top, move it in. Take this red, yellow, move it from the top and move it in. Then I saw these at the bottom. So just take them out. I take them out like that. And replace it. Place both. So now I have that red, yellow over there. And I will do flip. Move it in. And I saw that before. And I knew that it would probably be easier for me to just, like, I don't know, do something like that. And move it in. White green is best next, and here's white green here. Well, I think it's best next. I don't know. Then white green, move it over, and then here's another white green, move it back over. I sometimes just got used to sometimes holding it like this. So sometimes it is easier for me to, let's say, take these out. So like that. I won't move that back. So then, see that? I could just turn around, do a rotation, put it in, and flip this one, and not flip one of these, because these are both flipped. I would need to flip both. So I would just flip this one, and then I can just move them easily in. Now, for some reason, the easy edges that I notice right now, this doesn't happen all the time, and it's just a coincidence, but most of them are just white and something. Most of them are white. So I guess I will just move this one over next to this, and then move these down and move it over. Then do a U2 wide or something to move it over from the back. Then, so that I didn't have to maybe do a flip, I could move this piece over like that, and then insert this one, and then move them back, move this one back that I ruined, that I moved back, so I could just insert it over here. And now I have this edge, and I can just insert it. So I basically didn't have to do the flip, even though I kind of flipped the edge. And here we have this one, which I would probably just do that to move it in. Now, just move it in. And then, see this edge, just move it like that. Here's another one, move it in Here's another one. Move it in. Oh, here's another one. And do that. Flip. And so that I could just move that one back in here. I want to do red, blue next. Even though there's this block, but I feel like red, blue would be easier. I have 3 here and then do that. And I want to preserve this red, green. So I want to, I will just put it into the top. And take this down. I see these also. See these red greens. So I'll just move the edge down. That puts the red greens into the top. And just take this out. Put it in. Take this out of the top. Put it in. Replace it with the red greens. Now I can, I won't flip it yet, because it's probably easier to first put the pieces in like this. And just do another one. Put it in. Now I can flip. And put the pieces in. Now, move into the top, as usual. And I want to put this one, replace that. Then replace it with this piece, this entire edge. Move all the edges. There's also an edge here that I noticed. Move all the edges over here, into here, and put it back. Put this one back. And now I can just finish this edge off. Now what I really wanted to show is how I do the last 4 edges. I don't know how App does it. He said he does it similarly, but on his video it was completely not similar. I didn't notice any similarities almost, except he does the last the two edges. So just do an edge normally, basically. You don't care about these centers yet. And here's another piece. Just move it in, do flip. And then we have these 2 pieces, which we can just easily move in. Now, look, we can move it over. We've split it in half, completely in half. And do flip. Now we try make another edge over here. So just I saw that piece over here, and then connect it with these 2, and then connect it with that. Then I would do flip, move it over, move this piece over here. Now, this is an algorithm that we will use later, but I would ideally use it right now to flip both of these edges at the same time. And it just goes this 2 up, and then these 2 down. And I flipped both edges and one of them came in. I can move pair it up and do flip over here. Now here, you align the top of the centers like that. So they were aligned with this one, ideally. This one right here. So these are all green. Well, they're all aligned. Then move both up, rotate the top, take the bottom, and move them back down. Now they're all on the top, and align these edges, align these centers, align that, turn that. So now it's basically in half. And do this, but don't turn the bottom. Just turn the top. And move it down, over. Now, now take this edge. I would just take this edge and move it straight into here. And at the same time, also, I could, while I do this edge, I could also put that, so that when I done flip, this edge would go here, and this edge would go here. So I can do flip, move them back, do standard, do flip, move it back. Now, I want to just do parity. There is a way to skip all parity if you get it, by leaving this to the end and all that, but I don't know how to do it. So, I know how to do it, I just don't want to. So just do your parity algorithm. Like that. Now, I accidentally had this much solved, and I just have this edge left. So, move it in. Cross done. See this F2L pair? To the back. And this is just standard 3x3 stuff. I was talking about OLL parity. We do OLL parity. And do your standard OLL. Get PLL parity. Just do it right away. You get PLL parity. And now, do your PLL, and you're done. Thank you for watching how to example solve of a 10x10. And I hope you get a pretty good time soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.